Alright, so a few years ago I decided to make myself a desk. And I wanted to have a custom desk that I liked the look of, that fit my space. So I made a custom desk. After that, some people told me that they really liked the design of it, and that I should try to make them and sell them. So I made a second one and gave it to my brother, and he really likes having one as well. After that, I proceeded to start a small furniture business. As of right now, I'm still growing it, getting some more product available, and still working on getting it out into the public sector. But I have a craft show coming up this weekend in 6 days. So I have been in the background kind of working on making some inventory for it, which interestingly enough is why I bought a powder coater. So I make little phone stands, I have business card holders. I got the powder coater to be able to make these parts higher quality and really just make them worth people's money. But all of this is coming to a head this weekend where I am going to be at a show selling these. So I need to build up some serious inventory. I don't know how many I'm going to sell, of course, but I'd like to have extra just so that I can not be out of inventory with selling a few pieces. But I would like to just make sure I have a surplus just so I don't run out. So this week is kind of my time to buckle down and get them done. I've been really busy putting out videos. I've had some other stuff kind of in the background that I don't really record, but this is the week to get this done. So I'm showing you guys. I just figured it'd be interesting for you to see my process. I'm gonna make some pieces, make some small things. I have a coat hanger I make. I like to make a desk so that I can use the desk that I sell as my actual desk to be selling stuff on instead of using like a fold-out table. But anyway, all that is a little bit more detail than you really want to hear. So we're just gonna get into making some stuff. I typically use pieces of scrap metal. I have a lot of scrap metal I can use up. Here's a couple more pieces. Here's another piece. So I have plenty of metal to use. So what I do is I make it out of scrap metal pieces, so I am essentially recycling metal that otherwise would have just been sent to a scrapyard. So this is what I use. I use these little templates. I just have to sketch their shape out onto the scrap metal, use my auto punch and punch divots into these markers, and then I can cut it out, drill it out, and bend it and have a completed part. So it makes it super simple. I've streamlined the process a little bit since I started. But let's get into it so you guys can kind of see what I do here. Okay, once it is all cleaned up, you got to get the surface clean, and it's a lot easier to do when it's a whole piece. Once that's clean, take my template, put it on here, and sketch it out. Okay, now we have all of our templates drawn out, so we can start cutting them. There's a whole bunch of blanks cut up, business card holders, a whole bunch of phone stand blanks cut up. Next step is going to be to deburr everything and round all the corners off, which takes some time. business card holders are punched. It's all ready to drill out now. You are recording. I have no idea how long I just had the camera off. I'm guessing it overheated because it's warm out here. But you are recording for a while probably. So that stinks. Anyway, I got all of the parts cleaned up. I deburred them. I know I got that on footage, but then I got them all brushed again so that they have smooth surface. And I don't know how long you missed, so that's nice. Okay, so when coating my desk toppers, I like to use shellac just because it's easy to apply, it goes on nice, I like the look of it, it's fairly easy to work with, but I am always looking to improve things, so if anybody has a recommendation on something different, I've tried like more lacquer-based product, but I can't remember the name of it. They sell it at Walmart. It didn't work the greatest, so I just kind of stick with shellac, but let me know if you guys want to, what you think would work out better than this. But I mean, this stuff works, it's still kind of slow and it's a little bit of a tedious process. But if you have any ideas, let me know. Okay, quite a while later, I just came out and got these all cleaned up, so there's no more rust or mill scale on them. They are ready to be tacked together, and then that will make up the main frame of the desk, and then there's some other kind of small pieces that have to be made still. Alright, the day of the show, it was absolutely pouring rain. I was unable to sell anything. Almost nobody was coming through. You can see just how much rain was coming down. We were standing in probably about an inch of water out in this grass, so it was actually pretty difficult to even be there. It was coming down pretty hard at certain times. Nobody came through. It just got worse as the day went, and then it finally cleared up when it was time to clean up later on, so that was good. But, alas, nothing was sold, so it was a good day anyway. So we got it done. We got all the stuff I was hoping to make. We made a desk, we made a shoe shelf, we had an end table, we had a bunch of coat hangers and business card holders and phone stands. We had a lot of stuff. Got it all done. My brother helped me out a lot. We were up till like 2, 3 in the morning last night getting them done, and then up at 7 again to go to the show. But today was pouring rain, so nobody came to the show. I maybe saw 10 or 15 people walk through, and that was it. And there were 20 or more of us vendors there. So I didn't make any sales today, but it's okay. I have inventory for online now, so that's exciting. And I had fun making them. It was a lot of work, and my brother put in a lot of time with me, but it was a lot of fun to do. So I have no regrets. Wish I could have made sales today. It would have been nice, but I didn't, and that's fine. So not a problem. But I appreciate you guys watching the video and seeing what I'm doing out here. That's what this shop is. So I build my vehicles in here that you guys see sometimes. I do some other kind of random things, but really this is what I've been working for. This is what I am trying to get as my business. This is what I want to build up. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video, though I know it was a lot of just kind of random work, but I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it as always, but just gonna do a quick plug. If you go to my link down in the comments, it'll take you to my Etsy store, and that's where I have all this stuff listed. My business name is Stronghold Furniture, so I hope you guys go and check that out on Etsy. If you don't, that's fine, but if you want to go take a look at it, even looking at it, I appreciate it because that helps me a lot. If you want anything, I am building a larger and larger catalog of products. So right now we have a few random things. We have some business card holders. They come in brushed metal, they come in white, black, they're powder coated, so they're going to be durable. Have phone stands, once again, brushed metal, white, black, powder coated, heavy duty, durable, they're strong, they work well. Phone sits in them like a charm, so I think they work great. They look nice, they're simple, so it doesn't clutter up your desk. They function well. We have coat hangers that come with drywall anchors in case you put it into drywall. 3 hooks on them, they'll hold up a lot of weight. As long as you can get the anchors set in the wall right, these things will hold up a lot of weight. Black or white hooks, you can choose which color you get online. If you're curious, go ahead and look down in the comments, that's where I'll put the link. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Coming soon, we're going to get back to the Power Wheels. I got so pulled off course with this, trying to get this done. I've been very, very busy, and I'm very, very tired. But I've never felt better than when I am doing what I feel like God wants me to. And really, it's exhausting doing this. Starting a business is exhausting, but it is so unbelievably worth it. So, if you guys choose to buy something, I appreciate it. I hope it works well for you, and I hope you enjoy the product. Otherwise, I just thank you guys for watching. But anyway, I'm going to stop plugging my business. I will see you all in a couple weeks. Bye.